Hello, and welcome to another segment of Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. Thank you for joining me today. I love to read, and you can learn so much when you read, but there are other avenues that you can use to learn as well. Another one of my pastimes that I spend probably too much time on is I love to watch movies, and I can watch a movie over and over again. Today I was kind of tired, and I was like, wanted to watch a movie, so I turned on demand to go through the movies to find one. And I ran across Barbershop, the 2002 version, and I've probably watched that movie maybe about 10 times. And whenever I've watched it, I've always watched it from the viewpoint of what I thought the movie was about. Was Calvin trying to build a better life for his family, not wanting the barber shop, didn't like the neighborhood, thinking that everyone had taken advantage of his father and they were still doing it, so he didn't want any parts of it, and he was getting himself in debt, trying to do things that he thought that he really wanted to do other than be a barber, and he had gotten into a lot of debt. So now he was trying to get out of debt by selling the barber shop, but he was going through a loan shark, so he's getting himself in more trouble. And his wife really wasn't into needing all these things that he was trying to provide for her. And so each time that I watched it, that's the thing that I got out of the movie. And it was so interesting today. I was seeing some other things as I watched the movie. One of them was, of course, you had the two robbers that had stolen the ATM machine out of the gentleman's store, and in doing so, they destroyed the front of the store. Well, at first, he was just going to give up. Why try to build a business and people just come along and tear it up? But then Calvin yelled over and said something to him. It was letting him know it was going to be okay. So in that moment, he felt like he wasn't alone. And he came to America to try to make a better life for himself. So he wasn't going to let that run him off. He decided that he would stay. And it was just because of a kind word from Calvin. So I thought that was interesting. And then you have the two guys that stole this ATM machine, and they're going through all of this hard work, hurting themselves, just doing all kind of crazy things to get in this ATM machine so they can get all this money, and the ATM machine is empty. So I thought that was an interesting story that I could elaborate on. But what really resonated with me today as I watched the movie, and I had never viewed it from this viewpoint, was that you had Terry, who was a nice, attractive young lady. She had a boyfriend that was just using her and taking advantage of her. He wasn't nice to her at all, but she apparently had been taking his abuse for years. Then you had Dinka, who had a crush on her. He hadn't acted on it, but he had a crush on her. And, he didn't know what to do about it. He just thought, here I am. Nobody wants Dinka. Okay, and then you have Ricky. A lot of people are down on him and thinks that he's just a terrible person and always will be because he's an ex-con. Well, he did something wrong. He's paid his dues for that. But he can change. He can be a better person. But everybody's down on him. And so Dinka says to Ricky, who's very handsome, all the ladies like him, man, here I am. I'm not attractive like you. All the ladies like you. I'm this big guy. Nobody wants me. What can I do? None of the ladies will like me. Man, Ricky's telling him, well, I know you like Terry. Yeah, but who would want me? Big, not attractive. And Ricky tells him, hey man, it's not about how you look. You're a nice guy. You have a great attitude. And that's all women want. They want someone to treat them nice, to be there for them, not let any other person harm them or any harm come to them. They just looking for a nice person. You're that person. So it's okay. And the reason that resonated with me is because that is so true. There are so many people that think that looks are everything. Looks are nice, clothes are nice, but those things aren't everything. It's the heart and the attitude that really matter. So you have an attractive, beautiful young lady, dresses real nice, all the guys are after her, but she has a stink attitude. She's bougie. She only wants to use these men to get what she wants. And she's just awful. Doesn't know how to treat people. Who wants her? Yes, a lot of guys do because they don't care. But if you're a nice person and you're looking for a nice person, why would you want her? It's the same way with you guys. I want you to build your best life. That means all the way around. I want you to have good education, develop your skills, know how to react to different situations. But I want you to love yourself. So you should care about yourself. And you should treat others like you would have them to treat you. So how is your attitude? How is your heart? That's what matters. Yes, you don't go off looking any type way. You don't want your clothes wrinkled. They should be ironed. If you're going to see a young lady, your breath shouldn't be humming. Whatever kind of hairstyle you have, it should be neat and clean. You shouldn't smell like you've been off playing basketball for 2 or 3 hours and you didn't change clothes. So you should care what you look like, but you don't have to wear tailored clothes. You just want to be neat and clean, and you want to have a good spirit and a good attitude. That will take you so much further in life than having the most handsome face in the world. Because having the most handsome face in the world does not make you a great person. What you have inside makes you a great person. So I joke around and I say, people like Idris Elba is so hot, he's so handsome. But I don't know anything about him. I don't know what type of personality he has. But I know my husband. I know he loves me. I know he cares for me. I know if I'm sick, he's there. I know whatever I need, he's there. He's not going to let any harm come against me. He's going to be there and protect me. So that's who I want, who I have. So it should be with you. And make sure that you value yourself. You care about how you act. Attitude is everything. Okay? So just remember that. And if you ever get a chance to watch that movie again, look at it from that viewpoint. It really resonated with me today. So I thank you for tuning in. And I hope that this is something that will make you think twice. When you are looking for someone, a significant other or what have you, or when you are treating someone a certain type way, or you think you're not good enough for someone else, I really hope you think about this segment. So please comment, share, like, and tune in again. Thank you and have a great day.